Okay, so broadcasting live from City of Santa Rosa, Laguna. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon.
Good
Hola,
afternoon.
buenas tardes a todos. Maayong
Naku,
hapon, tama ba, Jade? Maayong hapon, kaninyong tanan. I'm
inyong
Lynette
tanan.
Mendoza. I'm your host and moderator for this afternoon session. This is called Usapang A.T.E. This is a special edition because it's a collab between Soroptomis International Alabang and Francisco Mendoza Accounting Services. So to start our program for this afternoon, we'll start with a prayer. So please put yourselves in the presence of our Lord and I will play this prayer.
Lord of wisdom, source of intelligence, we welcome you to this auspicious gathering, an august moment for the pursuit of knowledge that is offered for the glory of your name. We do not wish to ask you more than just you joining us today, but we look forward to your heavenly grace to amplify the desire for truth, to look up for and become prudent to learning. Keep us grounded in your love and mercy as we traverse a challenging path to keeping the inclination of understanding you and your most awe-inspiring creation. Be with us, O Lord, and descend your Spirit on us to maintain an earnest desire for knowledge, truth, and understanding you, the guide of the wise, the stronghold of the learned. This we ask through Christ, our Lord. Amen.
Okay, amen and amen. So, thank you very
Good
much,
afternoon,
everybody.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Moving on, I would like to introduce to you our Triple D President of Soroptomis International Alabang. Triple D kasi delightful, dependable, and durable. Durable parang orokan.
Puro kat.
President, our energetic and very enthusiastic president, my friend, Donna Duan de Belen.
Hello, good afternoon, beautiful ladies. And do we have some handsome gentlemen here? And good afternoon. Welcome to the 10th episode of Usapang A.T.E ng SI Alabang. Okay, so this is a very special episode because it's a workshop type, of a seminar. It's called I Am Remarkable. So I'm Ate Duan de Belen. I'm the current president of Soroptimist International of Alabang, or SI Alabang for short, for this biennium year 2022 to 2024. So isang year na lang, di ba? So ayan, this is we have a special guest for this afternoon that later Odette will introduce to you. As with all webinars, kindly mute yourselves, but please turn on your video cameras because we want to see you. You will be participating talaga because this is a workshop type. So you will be participating, walang nakahiga lang na makikinig, okay? So please turn on your video cameras, okay? And just mute yourselves lang. And just raise your hand if you want to speak something or if the speaker will acknowledge you to speak, okay? So before I turn you over to the host again of Usapang Ate, allow me to give you a brief background of our club, okay? So who we are and what we do. So Soroptimist, for everyone to know, was formed in 1921, history muna tayo, in Oakland, California, a time when women were not permitted to join yet any organizations. So wala pang ganon before. It was only a year after the women in the US were finally allowed to vote, okay, in 1920. So 1921, Soroptimist was formed. Our name is loosely translated to Latin. It means best for women, Soror and Optima, best for women. We are a global volunteer organization of women for women. And our mission is to provide women and girls with the education and training that they need to achieve economic empowerment. So that's our vision. It's so clear. It's so direct to the point. It's really education for women and girls, okay? Today, we have over 25,000 members and supporters in countries across North America, Latin America, and the Pacific Rim. We are one of the 5 federations that make up Soroptimist International, which has clubs in more than 120 countries all over the world, kasama na nga ang Pilipinas doon. In the Philippines, we are 59 years old already. So next year will be 60th anniversary namin. And SI Alabang is already 28 years in existence in the community. So yay! So that's who we are. And now let me introduce you our host for today. She's one of our newly inducted members. So last year lang ha. But she's one of the active members in our club. Nakikita mo naman. Okay, she was our speaker last month sa aming Usapang Ate on taxation and business. She's a certified public accountant by profession for more than 25 years, tama ba? And currently, she's not just practicing here in the Philippines, but also she's accredited in other ASEAN member states as well, such as Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand. Sawadee ka. There. So she's also a business owner. She and her husband owns FMAS, or Francisco Mendoza Accounting Services, based in Santa Rosa, Laguna, and also with a branch in Alabang, Muntinlupa. She also just finished her MBA last March, so she's now an MBA CPA pa, o diba? She's a wife, a mother of 5, grandmother of Lucas, avid dancer and fashionista. Help me welcome our host for today, the accountant for the stars, Maria Lourdes Lodet Mendoza. That's
Okay, thank you to our, sabi ko na sa inyo, delightful and very dependable President Juan de Belen. Okay, so I would like also to welcome naman Pres Duan. Would you believe we are international now because I have my classmate from Singapore, Teresa Amador. She's a finance manager from Singapore, and my daughter Rhea Mendoza Araw from Melbourne. She's here also joining us, and also our other staff and associates from Francisco Mendoza Accounting Services. I am also here my classmates from PCU, MBA graduates, Vanessa and Ides. And thank you very much to everybody for joining us this afternoon. 1.5 hours lang naman, so please stay tuned because maganda talaga ito. So without further ado, let's move on, and I would like to introduce to you our speaker for this afternoon's Usapang Ate. She's Jade Frances Albero. Actually, she's my cousin. Our mothers are sisters. So pareho kaming prolific. I have 5 children. Belle would be a mother of 4 boys.
wow.
She do 2 weeks from now para sa kanyang 4th baby. She's the trainer from JP Morgan Chase, an international company. They are very well known in the Philippines and all over the world. So without further ado, let's give a virtual applause to our speaker for this afternoon, Jade Frances Albero. Take it away, Belle.
So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our session for today. Now, so that we will be able to see you, not only know you by your name. So if you have access to your camera, please go ahead and turn it on so that we'll be able to see your beautiful faces, and not only that you're remarkable, but also beautiful. So thank you very much for turning on your cameras. So to start off with our session for today, let's start off with our introduction so that we can get to know each other. And then what I'll do is that I will talk you through what IamRemarkable is all about and where it came from and where we are today. So what we'll do is, once you introduce your name, kindly go ahead and let us know what comes into mind when you hear the word remarkable. Oh, may mga ganun, diba? Sige. So who would like to start off first? Just go ahead and start, introduce your preferred name or your nickname, and then you can go ahead and tell us what is remarkable for you.
I will start. I'm the host, moderator. I'm Ludette. What is remarkable? I think remarkable is something that would leave a mark when you meet someone. So I would say I am remarkable by being a kind-hearted woman. Sabi nila ay mega star. So yun ang ano ko. Remarkable, you leave a mark in every person that you meet. So I'll call on our president, Duan.
All right, hi, I'm Duan, Ate Duan again. And for me, remarkable, parang somebody who is yung unforgettable siya. Remarkable person talagang, she's really someone na hindi mo siya makakalimutan. That's for me. Next. Who's next? Volunteer.
President Duan, I would like also to welcome Dali from your company, and also my sister, Precious or Peachy. She's also an HR person. She's handling Latin America Johnson & Johnson's team. We also have our audit manager, Crystal Di Maano, in our group now. So, sinong gusto mong tawagin, Press Duan?
Si Eva. She's my classmate from high school. And nagot ako, she's here. And
Hi,
she's
Eva!
based in Bacolod ba? Eva, please introduce yourself.
Wow!
Taga saan ka ngayon?
Layo talaga, Eva.
Eva, can you unmute yourself? Introduce and what is remarkable for you? Nakamute yan.
Nawala si Eva.
Oo.
Nawala.
Imbis
Press
na-
Duan. Ibang
Tinawag mo
Paano wala
kasi.
yung video?
Oo, naudot.
Ay, sorry
And-
naman. Baka yung tagal yung video niya. O sige, sino yung next?
Hi, CJ.
Uy,
CJ also is here pala. So, you can, ayan, there's Eva. Eva, naririnig mo kami? Pa-unmute, ma'am.
Oh, naghang lang daw. Sorry.
Okay, so maybe you can
Okay.
call someone else. Press Duan.
Okay, we have Sir Optimist here, Miss Emeline. Emeline Uy. I forgot kung ano pong club po kayo of your president. Can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, hi there. I'm Emeline Oitesi from Seraptimis Artigas and Environs. And when I think about remarkable is someone who leaves an impression and hindi mo siya makalimutan. Outstanding. Something
Wow.
kakaiba. Oo, yes.
Right.
Okay, so
Thank
yun
you.
na. Thank
Tama.
you.
Yes, ma'am. Can you call on someone, ma'am, po, to introduce also? Sinong gusto mo, ma'am, dyan? Sa lahat ng beautiful names na gusto mo. So maybe I can call
Eva,
na lang.
are you-
Miss
ano ba?
Dali.
Oh, sige.
Or Dali is still connecting. I'll call on my friend from Singapore, Tess Amador.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, I'm from Singapore, Teresa Amador. Yeah, I'm working here for almost like 16 years. Yeah, as a finance
Oh.
manager, my current position. Yeah, for me, the remarkable is like something like you are worth to remember, and then like you are striking. Yeah, that can call attention of everybody.
Striking.
all.
Yes,
Yeah.
striking. Okay. Belle, are we going to call everyone?
Right. So for those who are shy or having audio issues, you can go ahead and put that in the chat. We do have a chat available for our Zoom so that everyone will be able to get to know you and what is remarkable for you. So just like what we mentioned, it's something that we would want to be remembered at. It's something that is striking, something that is going to be memorable for everyone. So in terms of I Am Remarkable, I'm sharing my screen right now. So hopefully everyone will be able to see it on your end. Let me go ahead and quickly do that. Let me know if you guys can see my screen on your end.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Belle.
Thank you. So what we'll do today is that, again, you can go ahead and chat your introduction so that we'll be able to know your preferred name and what is remarkable for you. What we'll also do for today is that we'll go ahead and do some reflection on our own beliefs and experiences. And then I'll take you through some engaging activities that we will exercise and we'll wrap up for our discussion for today. So for our I Am Remarkable, and let me just go ahead and give you the introduction of I Am Remarkable. So I Am Remarkable started in 2016 as an internal Google initiative. And initially, it was focused on empowering women to talk more openly about their accomplishments in the workplace and challenging the established gender modesty norms. And however, the team quickly realized that the issue raised were not specific to just women. They applied to everyone, including underrepresented groups, across gender, ethnicity, sexuality, ability, who are more likely to experience stereotypes related to competence and ability that may discourage self-promotion. And the workshop is therefore now available to everyone. And whether you're currently comfortable with self-promotion or whether you would just like better understand the difficulties others face and challenge the existing preconceptions, this workshop is really for you. So workshop participants report that they leave feeling inspired and motivated to inspire others. And it is our hope that you will feel the same for today. So, alam ko naman as Filipinos, diba, ang hirap-hirap mag-share ng mga accomplishments. So, why is recognizing and sharing your achievements very important? So you can go ahead and put that in the chat, or you can just simply raise your hand in Zoom so that you'll be able to answer. Again, this is a workshop, so definitely would like to have your participation and engagement. Yes, thank you, Miss Emmeline.
Yeah, I think it inspires other women and other people that, wow, kaya nila, kaya ko rin.
True. And the reason why we do that is not only to, diba, meron mga tagline ngayon sa Facebook. This is not to brag, but to inspire. So that's one of the reasons why we would want to recognize. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyone else would like to share? Why do you think it's very important to share? Yes, sorry.
Miss Irene wrote in the chat box, it can boost the confidence.
Right. So definitely when you share it, you will be able to be more confident about yourself. And not only that, just like what we mentioned earlier, kaya niya, kaya ko din, diba?
Mhm.
All right. So it's all about our well-being, and research shows that recognizing our accomplishment has positive effects on our well-being, self-confidence, just like what we mentioned, and motivation. And for others, when we share our experiences, we can inspire others who may learn from our stories. So in a career perspective, sharing our achievements can be critical to our progression and growth. And knowing this is important is one thing, but applying it can still have challenges. Now, can you think about any instances in your life that you hesitated to share an achievement? Why, oh why? And what happened?
Wala. Lahat sinishare ko.
Special ka kasi, diba? That's why you're a megastar. You're one in a
Everything.
million. Hindi ko alam ba. Diba Pilipino tayo? We're very shy and embarrassed. Baka ano to ate, different lang talaga.
Oo. Espanyola ako.
What about for others? What were these instances that you hesitated to share an achievement?
How about our other participants? Ako, I'd like to share lang. Sometimes, parang ayaw mong i-share kasi baka you will come out na mayabang and gano'n. Yung feeling mo na, ay, baka yabang mo, baka you're just doing it for the attention. You're not really doing it for the service. Yun. For me, that's
Right.
it.
True. Parang, nayayabangan tayo sa iba, diba? Parang they were able to achieve something and then suddenly, nagyayabang lang yan. And that's why we hesitate sometimes to share it. And this is very common. This is a common experience. In fact, a 2021 study showed that 82% of participants hide a success even from a loved one, coworker, or a stranger, often out of a desire to avoid bragging. So in terms of this, and that's really true, diba? We don't want to share because ayaw natin na mayabang tayo, ayaw natin na others might feel na we're on top of the world and they're struggling. And that is the experience that it's not bragging if it's based on facts. And it will make you realize that it's okay to talk about your accomplishment, as it is not bragging if it's based on facts. So if you work on a project, accomplishment, a goal, or made a difference in some way, why shouldn't you talk about it? And not only may doing so help with your own career and success and progress, it may also help to inspire others. That's why TED Talks are so popular right now, because inherent with speakers' narrative is usually some form of accomplishment. The speaker has written a book, climbed a mountain, or overcome some sort of difficulty or obstacle in their lives. And because we find hearing about them, their accomplishment and achievements, it becomes inspirational and motivational. And it's no different when we share our own accomplishment. It can inspire those around us, and even on a smaller scale. And that's why it's also going to be very important that we have to go ahead and tell ourselves that accomplishments do not speak for themselves. So this is very important realization, because our accomplishment do not necessarily speak for themselves, and we cannot assume what others do or do not know about us. So for example, for me, we have a yearly ano to, development check. And the only way that our managers will be able to know what we're doing, because they don't know everything that we do, is we really have to talk about our accomplishments, check-ins. Sometimes, again, as Filipinos, we're very hesitant. Parang sinasabi natin, alam naman nila yung ginagawa natin, diba? We're very productive, but sometimes not everyone knows that. And that's why you really have to share and really talk about your accomplishment if you want to have growth, and if you really want to also inspire others, other people. And with this too, talking about an accomplishment is really a skill. That means it is a muscle that needs flexing to be developed and strengthened over time. So, which means if you want to talk about your accomplishment, you really have to do it all the time. And it is okay to play around with this skill, and you would always not get it right and might feel awkward. And you can look for role models to mimic and learn from. And over time, you will find your own natural voice and get more comfortable in self promoting in a way that feels true to you. Now, what is accomplishment? We've been talking about accomplishment. For you, what is accomplishment? So let's go ahead and call on people right now. Oh, Anna May, what is accomplishment for you? Sabi ni Anna, nag-on ako ng camera tapos tinawag ako. Anna, any thoughts? There are no wrong or right answer. For you, what is accomplishment?
Ann Imerin ba? Si Ann Imerin?
We have Anna May
Anna
Gahuman.
May Gahuman. O, Anna May, pwede magbisaya, kasulti man Bisaya.
Sabot
Kabalo.
Kasabot me.
Kasabot me. By the way, Jade is in Cebu, ha? She's based in Cebu.
Oh. So, Anna.
All right. So Anna is still thinking. What about Dolly? Dolly, any thoughts around accomplishments?
It's okay to share your accomplishment, huh? It's not
True.
bragging, sabi nga.
That's why we're practicing right now. Yes.
Yeah.
Mga shy type.
Oh, shy type
Shy.
tayo. Sige.
Oo.
Who else would like to share? Si Ann na lang. Ann. Balitaan tayo. Go, Ann. What do you think accomplishment is for?
For me po kasi, accomplishment is something that it's when you are happy, that when you fulfilled something, even though there's a lot of struggles, difficulties in everyday life po, kasi we have to choose to always be happy, be positive in everything. So for me, when you are happy, or when you're always choosing to be happy po talaga in your life, it's an accomplishment for me.
Right. Thank you, Anne. Kahit napilitan si Anne, diba?
At least
Practice
na-accomplish.
yan.
Right now,
Yeah,
that is an example
accomplished.
of an accomplishment, something that you do which is out of your comfort zone, and as a result for it, good job, success, and we were able to know what is the accomplishment, and this is also a result toward and reaching goals, mastering an endeavor, and having self motivation to finish what you set out to do. So, in terms of self promotion, it really matters. Especially that you are able to understand and share the unique value of your work for our personal and professional benefit. Now, research shows that we cannot depend on other people to notice and understand us better than ourselves. And in fact, research shows that only 1 in 2 employees feel their managers make sure that they get credit for their work. So, furthermore, celebrating our achievements in small or big ways combats our brain's negativity bias by boosting our self esteem and motivating us to achieve more. The reason why we're not able to share it because there's also going to be identity based stereotypes. And it's not just our own beliefs, but about self promotion that can pose barriers. The responses and reactions we get from other people can challenge our ability to self promote. So, especially commonly held stereotypes can influence how we perceive the competence of people across many identities, including race, gender, age, ability, and neurodiversity. And when it comes to race, unconscious bias can mean the difference between looking at someone of a particular race and perceiving them to be naturally talented, or looking at them and perceiving them to be someone who has just got lucky. And people on the receiving end of these biases are less likely to get credit for their ideas, are interrupted more often during team interactions, and have less influence on team. So, for example, as Filipinos, again, another stereotype is the reason why we don't share. Kasi pag meron nag-i-English, magaling yan, 'di ba? Parang, ang yaman-yaman. Pag hindi masyadong marunong mag-English, parang they feel that they're not as successful as those who are very well versed with English. And again, that's where the stereotypes will come in. That's why we have to be mindful that everyone around you has a different perspective on and experience with self promotion and our own beliefs that can shape not only on how we perceive ourselves, but also on how we receive others. And beyond this, culture or familial expectation can be different from and or in direct conflict with self promotion. And this is especially true for those in communal based cultures that emphasizes the collective over the ideal. Also, we have in your workplace or environment, there is typically a dominant language or dialect. And while language can foster inclusion, there are also biases related to language, dialect, and accents that can create exclusion in personal and professional settings. And this inclusion can come in many formats, including dismissal, ridicule, or harassment. And not only it is discouraging to the individual sharing their contributions and accomplishments, but it also reinforces exclusive behaviors and normalizes biases. So, for example, di ba kami mga Bisaya, pag pumupunta kami sa Manila, sinasabi na we really have to speak in Tagalog kasi hindi nyo kami naiintindihan. Pero pag kayo pumunta ng Visayas at Mindanao, Tagalog kayo ng Tagalog. Tapos we have to remind you na pwede kayo na naman mag-Bisaya, diba? Parang, again, that's a language and bias that sometimes we have, and that's the reason why we're not able to share and understand each other. And if you observe this happening, bring awareness to the group of their actions, as this may be unconscious and they are not aware of their reaction. So, bias can also cause you to, number one, miss or question the achievements around you. And it is very important for us to be proactive or aware of our biases and intentionally disrupt them so we can support our well being and growth. And while learning from and being inspired by the achievements and contributions of those around us. And we need to keep in mind that bias can cause us to question dismiss or misjudge accomplishments. And it can also cause us to speak up less or create high bars for sharing our achievements because of how we've been received when sharing our accomplishment. And this is true for both personal and professional settings. And research shows that 55% of Black women leaders have had their judgment questions compared to 39% of all women and 28% of all men, US and Canada. And furthermore, in 1 in 2 employees have been mocked for their accents in social settings. And it's the same thing kahit saan, 'di ba? Pag you're talking to someone and you have a different accent from them, sometimes you're laughed at, or sometimes it's the other way around. Parang nagjo-joke-joke tayo, and that can become a bias. And when we are intentionally inclusive, we can improve relationship and foster more creativity and solutions in our personal and professional lives. And research shows that 90% of our employees or teams where everyone work is valued feels greater psychological safety, which means 14% higher revenue from innovation for companies with diverse employees than those that don't. And building an inclusive behavior so everyone around us feel comfortable sharing their contributions so we can have a better team experience and more innovation in our lives. So when you share more of your accomplishments because you don't feel that you're being judged, you don't feel that it's being bragging, that means you are helping others and you're trailblazing others to follow suit. And that means everyone will be successful because you're sharing your contributions and you're also sharing your accomplishments. So para siyang roadmap, when you're sharing your accomplishments and you really know that you're remarkable, you're also letting everyone know that it's okay to be remarkable and it's okay to share your accomplishments because the goal is we would want everyone to get where they want to be. All right. With that said, what we will be doing is you know how important it is to start flexing your muscles and sharing your accomplishments. So right now, what we'll do is I want you to think about all the reasons why you are remarkable. What are the contributions, accomplishments, and experiences that motivate you that others could learn from or be inspired by? And that you want to build on moving forward. So you're going to be writing them down in the form of statements. So each statement should start with the words, I am remarkable because, and think about everything that you have experienced in life, both personal and professional, and every single step that has brought you to be where you are today. So you have plenty to feel proud about. So let's let loose. Nothing is too big or too small. And please focus on what you have done, experienced, as opposed to physical attributes or compliments and titles other people have given you. So for example, don't say I am remarkable because my friends say I'm really fun to be around and I have a nice style. So it should be I am remarkable because put your achievement really, put your accomplishment that you're very proud of and treat this like a journaling exercise where you would write continuously for the time given and you would catch yourself wondering whether something is remarkable. So write it down anyway. So what we'll do is kindly go ahead if you have a pen and paper there, or if you have a notepad, put in and divide it into two. One should be personal and one should be professional. And you should also always start with I am remarkable because, and put in the blanks for both personal and professional life. So what we'll do is we're going to be giving you 10 minutes to go ahead and write it down. Please go ahead and be generous with yourself. If it's the first time that you're doing this, I know it's going to be very hard, but please go ahead and try because everyone has accomplishment. Everyone is remarkable. So please go ahead and do a time travel on what are the things that you're very proud of, but you were not able to share. And let's go ahead and start with our 10 minutes. So let me go ahead and do that. And I'll give you more time and tell you once the 10 minutes is up. Here you go. So we still have 7 minutes more. As Filipinas, we're very shy in putting our accomplishments. So this is the time that you can inspire not only yourself, but other people, that even if it's awkward, it's very uncomfortable to write down our accomplishments. It can be done, and we would be able to do that by writing down our accomplishments. So kindly go ahead and feel free and be generous with yourself right now if you haven't done that in the past. We have 2 more minutes left to wrap up your story. Okay. So this time, I'm going to ask you to stretch even further and ask you to share one of your remarkable story for your personal life, and then one for your professional life. And then remember, this is a safe place and we don't discuss what we will be sharing here. But it's also when it's your turn to share, use the words I am remarkable because before each statement. Now, this may feel uncomfortable or awkward for some, but this is a really important exercise and it will help you build your muscle for self-promotion. Please remember this is a judgment-free zone and it is important that each of you are comfortable, but this is also an opportunity to challenge yourself if you wish. So let me start off first. I'll go ahead and put it for both personal and professional life. So last year, my son was critically ill. We thought that we'll be losing my third son. Um, so it was very, very difficult. And then a month after, my mom got hospitalized, and that was another scare. So for me, that was a remarkable experience for me because despite of the many health issues of our family, we were still able to thrive and survive. And then last year was my great year for work because despite the fact that I was out most of the time, I was awarded with one of the most prestigious award in our company, and I was also awarded one of the rising stars in the company. So despite the fact of all of the challenges that we encountered, both personal and professional life, we were able to achieve a lot of things with the help and support of my family. All right. So with that said, let me go ahead and call on Rhea, favorite. Wala kang choice. Para tawagan mo yung
Yeah.
mommy mo. Sige,
Oh.
go. You can now share your story.
Yes. Oh, share, Rhea.
First, I guess when it comes to my personal, okay, I'm actually just pulling out my notes first. Uh, for personal, I would say that I'm remarkable because despite having a lot of body insecurities growing up, I was very thin and I was bullied a lot by my looks when I was growing up, and even going through teenage life, and um after I got pregnant, you gain a lot of weight, you have lots of body insecurity despite having all of those, and then having anxiety. um I don't know, hindi to alam ni mama. I had postpartum anxiety and depression na I was, you know, hindi nila alam na I would call like a psychiatrist or a therapist na kasi nga I was dealing with anxiety. And despite all of that, I was able to overcome it, and now more at peace with myself, with how I look, even though mas mataba na ako than before, you know. And despite all of the anxieties that I've been having before, with my abilities, with how I um, how I exert myself, or how with all my achievements, mas at peace na ako ngayon, and I'm able to control, or to yung mga thoughts, na negative thoughts that I've been having before. I'm able to actually not control, parang to manage it with prayer, and I've been practicing a lot of meditation, doing a lot of readings as well. Yun yung sa personal life ko. And then when it comes to profession, I would say that my I that I'm remarkable when it comes to my professional life, because um, despite uprooting my whole family from the Philippines, and moving here in Australia, in Melbourne, I was able to get a job instantly. I thought I wouldn't be able to get a job here. Um, and nakakuha ako agad ng higher paying job, and I was able to provide for my family, even though challenging siya. And even though yung nasa ibang territory ako, I don't have any Filipino friends in the company, I'm still able to perform, and I was able to provide a lot of financial support to my husband and also to my family.
Wow, thank you, Rhea. So it's time for you to also call on someone that they can share why they're remarkable.
Oh, sige na. Si Mama parang ayokong tawagin kasi alam ko na remarkable talaga siya.
Wag
Iba't
na.
iba naman. Sige.
Basahin mo na lang yung, tingnan mo na lang yung Facebook
Oo.
page.
Oo. Wag na natin tawagin si Mama kasi alam na natin kung ano yung mga random ako. Si Princess.
Go, Princess.
Princess, ikaw daw. Princess, nandiyan ka ba?
While waiting for Princess, who among you here is ready to share their accomplishment and practice that skill? Please raise your hand in Zoom.
Let's call on yung mga classmates ko na nagtapos ng MBA, even mahirap. Aids, share naman. Adelaida, Aids, andiyan ka? Wala. Sino? Si ano na lang. Yung may isa pa may dalawa pa akong classmates in MBA who are here, si Vismin at saka si Vanessa. Vismin, would you like to share? Share ka ga.
Okay. I'm remarkable because I was able to help others in my small even in small ways. I was able to share my blessings. That's all.
Thank you.
Right? Sharing is loving. And that's really one of the accomplishments. Not everyone is able to do that. So thank you for sharing. And by the way, I've been a trainer for 17 years now. And one of really the indication that you need to share is pag nervous ka, tapos your heart is pounding, tapos kailangan mo lang ilabas. Yun na yung mga signs na you really have to share. So anyone else would like to share? Emeline, would you like to share po?
Go press, Emeline.
Okay, naku, baka sabihin mayabang ako ha. Anyway, actually, my whole family is in US, pero after 8 years in US, I decided to come back. Sabi ko, pang Pilipinas ako, hindi ako pang Amerika. But so that led me to a journey, and so grateful that I found this product that helped me in my health condition, because I had like a big lump, and in just 2 bottles in 2 weeks, it was gone. So we decided to move to Davao and share the products. We stayed in Davao for 9 years. And today my husband's one of the top 7 in the company. And we're just so grateful because last year I became president in Optimist. And during this pandemic, we were able to help 25 girls finish their third. We were supposed to just take 10 of them, but we decided to get all of them, 25 students, and 2,000 a month. So that was like each student for 2 years, we supported them 40,000. Can you imagine? That's 1 million. And to think it was during this pandemic, no? Kaya we're so happy last year when they graduated. 14 of them were cum laudes and summa cum laudes. Grabe, parang hindi pa nag-graduate yung mga anak ko sa college, no? Pero parang we were able to somehow support that project, and we're so grateful. We have some awards during the Sir Optimist event. Pero yung nakatulong ka na hindi kaya bayaran ng pera, yun yung pinaka amazing that together we can accomplish so much. And if we were able to do that, I feel like I can do anything. I'm fearless. I can do everything because walang imposible kung sa pinagtulungan natin and pinagkaisahan natin. So yun lang. Thank you.
Wow, thank you for sharing and thank you for inspiring us that it can be done. All right, thank you. Anyone else would like to share?
Bel, call Pichi.
Oh, friend. Baka
Go,
ma-HR
Pichi.
kasi ako.
Hello everyone. Anong oras na ba? Wait. Good
Good
evening.
afternoon, good evening na.
Good evening. It's actually the start of the day for me since Miss Lodette mentioned that at the start of the call that I'm actually supporting North America and Latin America. Therefore, my time zone is really different. So I'm working on a graveyard shift. So my shift normally starts at 8 p.m. up until the following day. So, all right. So I'll start first with the personal as to why I am remarkable. So I can say that I am um remarkable mainly because I have taken on multiple important roles in my life and I have managed to excel in each of them. So highlighting that as a mother, I nurture and raise my son with love and care. As a wife, I have supported my spouse through both good times and bad times, building a strong and loving relationship. As a daughter, I can say that I have shown respect and gratitude towards my parents, cherishing the bond that we share with both of my parents, especially my dad when he was still alive. And as a sister, I can say that I have been a source of support and guidance, although the three of my sisters are older than me, close enough to be considered as my mom. I actually have four moms. And then as an aunt, I can say that I have played an important role in the lives of my nieces and nephews, in which I provide them with love and guidance as they grow and develop. And as a friend, I have built meaningful connections with others, offering a listening ear and perhaps a helping hand whenever it was needed. So my ability to balance all those roles while maintaining my own sense of identity and purpose is, I can consider a truly remarkable and something to be admired. So that's for the personal. Meanwhile, for professional, I can say that I am remarkable because I have achieved significant professional growth and success through hard work and dedication. Just to share, I started from the ranks in human resources, but I have worked tirelessly to gain knowledge and experience and exposure in my field. So it resulted to me earning the respect and admiration of my colleagues along the way. My commitment to excellence has been evident in everything that I do, from attention to detail to managing employee benefits to ability to navigate complex compliance issues. So perhaps my leadership skills and strategic thinking have earned me a management role wherein now I support global teams and now have a direct impact on the success of my current organization. So my professional journey from bottom to top is actually a statement of my determination and resilience. And it can actually serve as inspiration to others who aspire to achieve their own career goals. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. And you're really remarkable, Peachy, kasi ano to? You're not supposed to be awake at this time, but you joined us. So thank you for joining us regardless of your shift. But that's how it is, right? That's really the determination and really learning on how to share and inspire others. So thank you very much. All right. Anyone else would like to share and inspire us on how to get from where you're at right now?
Pwede mag-Tagalog,
Oh,
mag-share.
pwede mag-Tagalog. Ano ba yan? Di ba? We were talking
Pwede
about
rin
biases
pwede
earlier.
rin mag-Bisaya.
Bisaya. Pero interpreter lang ako, di ba?
Lagi. Ah, President 1, kasabot man.
Oh,
Bisaya.
Ate Dali.
Ate Dali.
Ate Dali. Oh, share mo naman yung remarkable mo. You are
Yes, Ate
remarkable.
Dali is very
We want to
remarkable
know.
when it comes to
Yeah. Share mo naman.
personal. Ate Dali, go share na.
Parang ano, madilim.
Ate Dali, okay lang na madilim ka basta magsalita ka.
Oo nga. Ayan. Talaga
Ayan,
nag-on siya ng ilaw.
Oh,
Talaga
na-pressure
nag-ilaw?
siya, ha?
Nag-ilaw si
Grabe.
ate. O, game. Ako na nga. Ay, ayaw. Hindi ko maano. Ate Dal, hello.
Ayan. Unmute. Talang Ate Dals. Yan.
Yes, ma'am. Hindi ako
Share mo.
share ko. Alam mo naman ang buhay ko.
I am remarkable.
I am
Ano?
remarkable.
Good afternoon. I am remarkable because of my how to raise my children. After 18 years, my husband died and they grow up ako lang mag-isa and now they are professional now. Thankful and grateful kay God, and until now I'm 64. I'm still have a job kahit part-time. Thankful din kay God. That's all.
Wow. O, di ba?
Oh, thank you. Thank you for inspiring us that it can be done even if you're alone. But more so, diba?
Yes
We can only imagine what you've gone through. Pero salamat for sharing. Even if it was awkward, Miss Dolly.
Thank you. First
Nag-hesitate
time na
tayo.
maka-join sa ganyan. Invite me, ma'am. Thank you po, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
CJ.
We have room for 2 more people to share and inspire others of their journey.
CJ, nag-raise ka ba ng hand? Si CJ daw.
Go CJ. Wow, thank you. Si CJ nag-volunteer. That's very remarkable, CJ.
Hello po, good afternoon po. I'm remarkable po because of being independent woman because po I raised my 2 siblings nung maliliit pa sila. Then yung both parents ko po is nasa abroad po and then kami lang pong tatlo yung nandito. And then dati po kasama namin yung lola namin pero po namatay na po siya and then ayun po, nagte-thank you din po kay Ma'am Ludette po kasi despite po sa sa ganong scenario po namin, pag minsan may problem po, mabilis po anahan si Ma'am Ludette pag nagpapaalam po ako, ganyan. Ayun po.
Thank you, CJ.
Thank you
Wow.
po.
For volunteering and also for sharing. Ang hirap kaya, no? Ang hirap magpalaki ng mahirap nga yung mga anak.
Yes
Yung pang
po.
mga kapatid mo.
Opo.
So thank you very much. One
Thank you
more
po.
taker and one more sharer. Si Anne, kanina ko pa nakakita. I'm sure she wants to share. Nahihiya lang si Anne. Anne, pwede magtagalog, Anne, if you want to share.
Ann or Ana? Dalawa yung Ann sa office ko eh. Si
Ang
Ann,
dami, no?
si Ann at saka si Ana. Si Ann, she shared na kanina.
Si
Ana?
Anne,
Ann or
si
Ana?
Ana, baka si Ana. Naka-turn on kasi siya ng camera, so nakikita natin yung reaction niya. Balitaan mo kami agad, Ann. Na naman, yes.
Ako po,
Yes po.
I can say that I am
Ay, nakamute.
Nakamute ka, nakamute.
Ayan po. I can say that I am a remarkable person because of my resilience. Some people say that I am resilient when there is something that hindi ko po siya na-achieve pa. Talaga po hindi ko po tinitigilan po siya. So like na lang po yung the board exam. Well, I've completely failed 3 board exams already, but up until now, I'm not giving up on the title po. So it's hard, it's very devastating, but at the same time, yun naman po kasi yung buhay po talaga dapat. Every time that you fall down, lagi ka naman po dapat talagang mag-stand up. So not only in the board exam, but also in life particularly. So parang I just pick myself up, move forward, and be positive, be grateful for what you have, and be always thankful nga po kay God, ganun. Whatever happens, whatever comes my way, ayun po, yun. Remarkable din po kasi every challenges, tinatry ko po siya i-tackle down talaga po so that I can achieve greater things po in life. Yun po.
Wow, thank you. So thank you everyone for sharing your remarkable stories, and thank you for inspiring us that there's no little achievements. All of our achievements, whether it's big or small, it's all remarkable, and it's something that is worth celebrating. So the next one is, how was recognizing and sharing your achievements easier or harder than you thought? Ano ba? Especially for those who were first time in sharing. Is it mahirap ba or is it easier right now?
CJ, mahirap ba mag-share? O hindi naman? How did you feel daw?
Go CJ kasi nag-volunteer ka kanina.
Ano po ulit yung question po?
How was recognizing and sharing your achievements? Was it easier or harder than you thought?
Ano po, harder po kasi po nahihiya po ako mag-share.
Mahiyain. Okay.
Right. And thank you. This was the first step that even if you were shy, kahit mahiyain ka, you were still able to achieve it. And that's really remarkable, diba? Because you wanted everyone to hear your story. So congrats to you. You should pat yourself at the back and let yourself know that, oh, good job, diba?
Yes.
Thank you po.
All right. What about for Miss Dolly? Kasi kanina napilitan ka. Was it easier or harder after sharing?
Unmute, Ate Dal. Okay. Nakamute, Ate.
Okay po.
Okay na, Ate.
Siyempre mga first time po, siyempre nahihiya. Kaya, yun, hard din. Medyo lang po.
Medyo lang. Pero at least
Medyo
you
lang.
were still able to overcome it. So thank you very much.
Yes.
So For those who were listening, how did it feel listening to people share their contributions, and what have you noticed? So let's ask those who were not able to share, but we're just listening. Let me call on Jam. Are you there, Jam?
Jam? Jam.
Yes po, ma'am.
So Jam, since you were able to hear some sharing with our team today, how did it feel listening to their contributions and their achievements?
Parang wala naman pong judgment kasi yung reason why hindi rin po ako nag-share is nahihiya po ako. Pero while listening po kasi parang everyone here naman po is open and parang wala namang hindi ka naman nila i-judge. So parang okay lang na ilabas mo kung ano yung nasa loob mo and sabihin mo kung ano yung mga accomplishments mo po.
Wow.
So parang dapat ako din mag-share, parang ganun po. Parang nai-inspire din po ako.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a good realization. And I'm glad that you were able to really feel, even if nahihiya ka, I'm glad that you felt that there was no judgment when people were starting to share their remarkable story. Let me go ahead and call on Princess. Are you there now? Can you hear us? What about for you, Princess?
Di yata siya nakaano. Or maybe we can try Teresa Amador. Tess, would you like to share? Naka-mute ka, Tess. Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry. Earlier, I didn't share. I was about actually to share, but it's just I just prefer to listen to other speaker to share their experience, their achievements, then how they make their lives remarkable. But to me, after listening to their experience and their accomplishment, I feel so inspired, and I admire them also. Yeah, and then I noticed also like, sabi nga, yeah, medyo nahihiya, ganun. But it's normal when it's first time for the people to share their what are their accomplishment in life, because sometimes like we are normal, like sometimes we cannot say what we are accomplished because some people may think we are mayabang or we are or anything, we don't know, we cannot control what other people think. So because not everyone is, not everyone can like you, yeah. So also I admire those people who share their insight and their accomplishment. I really admire them and make me inspired. Yeah, thanks to all.
Thank you very much for your sharing too and for answering. So with what we did earlier, it's really not only to really share your story, but also to inspire others. And what we can do is we can start by simply becoming more aware of how many times you put yourself down instead of building yourself up, and gradually build that muscle. And you owe it to yourself. No one knows you and no one knows your work better than you do. And remember, research show that sharing our achievements builds confidence and motivates us to accomplish more. And it's not bragging if it's based on facts. So huwag kayong mag-isip na mayabang kayo because it's based on your experience and it's based on facts. So what you're doing is that you're just helping others and inspiring others to reach greater goals. So in order for us to continue with self-promotion, like any other skill, it requires practice. So here are some follow-up exercises to help you develop your comfort and confidence in self-promotion. So today's workshop is just a starting point on your journey, and you need to keep actively building this muscle. So first, we tend to lead busy lives and really take time to pause and reflect. So I suggest that please make this a habit to really write down your accomplishments, track your accomplishment, whether weekly or monthly, so that you would not forget about it. So that in days that you're feeling down or feeling mo talaga walang na-achieve, you can go back to this list and remind yourself that you were really remarkable and there are a lot of remarkable things in your life. Next, get into the habit of regularly sharing your achievements. Think of a way in which you can do so on a regular basis in a safe place or a safe space when you are held accountable for sharing. So, for example, you can pick on Wednesday because it's the midpoint of the week, or it can be any time that you're able to really share. You can even share it on Facebook, diba? Those things, sometimes, again, feeling natin mayabang tayo, but we're really able to inspire others. And it's up to them on whatever they're going to think, because your goal is to inspire others and to really share your achievements to let them know that it can be done. And because practice makes perfect, review the statement you shared today, and you can even edit them so that it will be as powerful as possible, especially for those who are working in the corporate industry. You would be able to do that and then put that on your check-in so that when you go to an interview or when you can even talk to your manager, you're going to be very confident because you were able to make your statements. And lastly, once you have built your courage and self-promotion muscle, share your accomplishments with someone you typically hesitate to share with. And this could be a manager or a senior leader, or as many of our participants tells us that their personal statements are actually more challenging than the professional ones. So you can even share that in your family gathering. So last but not the least, continue to check our website. So I will go ahead and put your website. So this is the IamRemarkable. This is powered by Google, by the way, so you would be able to see that. And lastly, be an advocate. We can all help each other, especially in recognizing their achievements, by encouraging those around us to recognize and share their achievements while role modeling this behavior out ourselves. And remember to attribute ideas correctly and acknowledge accomplishments around you to ensure people are also recognized for their achievements and help them notice when they're making a difference. And also, if you find yourself questioning an accomplishment or contribution, seek to understand what is being shared so you don't miss an opportunity to learn or be inspired. And remember to examine your biases, because stereotypes and language bias can get in the way. So with that said, thank you so much for your time, everyone. I know it's been a journey for us for this workshop. For those who shared, thank you very much for helping us out for today. So what we'll do before we end the session, and I'll hand it back to Ate Ludette, what we'll do is let's go ahead and take a very quick survey. So let me go ahead and share that on the screen right now. And then what you'll do is you just have to simply scan the QR code. Doing that right now. Sharing my screen. And then what you'll do is kindly go ahead and follow the prompt. There you go. So on your screen right now, you should be able to see a QR code. Please scan the QR code that you see on your screen. And then my facilitator ID is J520583. So let me know if it works for you guys. So you can use your phone, scan the QR code, and then it will ask for the facilitator ID. Facilitator ID is
520583. Okay.
APA. And that's under Jade Frances Albero.
J520.
Okay.
Yep. So J520583. It's gonna take a few minutes, mga 2 to 3 minutes yung survey ni Google, because they also want to know the demographics of the participants. And then kindly let us know once you're done with the survey. So again, just scan the QR code And then the facilitator ID is J520583.
Abi, nilabas mo ba?
Once you're done, you can type it in the chat that you're already done to let us know you're done with the survey.
My name is Anna.
Parang slam book si Google, no? Ang daming hinihingi.
I'm done.
Yay! For everyone else, thank you so much for today. I'll turn it over back to Ate Ludi.
Yes, thank you, Belle. It's 6:30. We're just on time. We started on time and we ended on time. Belle, thank you very much. I'll see you soon. The token of appreciation I will bring to Cebu on July. But from the bottom of our hearts, especially from our president, Donna Duan de Villen, we thank you very much. Thank you to all our participants, my classmates from MBA PCU, my staff from Francisco Mendoza Accounting Services, my sister and my daughter. And also, I think Pres Donna would like to thank some of the attendees as she knew also.
Yes, my classmate from Bacolod and also our staff with Triple D at Idali, Ayen, Swani. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being remarkable
President
women.
Emeline, thank you very much. Hope to see you soon. Thank you for appreciating our Usapang Ate for this afternoon po.
Thank you,
so much,
everyone.
Okay, so I think to properly close our session for this afternoon, again, I would like to call on our President, Donna Duan de Belen.
Oh, pero picture muna tayo, okay lang ba? Smile for the camera. I-print screen ko lang.
Photo?
So, yeah.
Take photo.
Can you please turn
Hindi
on
ako
your
marunong.
camera na? Ako na lang. I-print screen ko lang, di ba?
Okay.
Print screen lang. So please turn on your video. So let me see your remarkable beauties, ladies. It's time to show off your beauty because we're all beautiful and healthy. So, ayan, CJ, Peachy, ayan. So, wala ditong judgment kung di ka nakasuklay or whatever, wala kang lipstick. We're all beautiful. So, are we all ready? Smile for the camera in 3, 2, 1, smile. Isa, sure ha, kasi print screen. Another one, 1, 2, smile. Wait lang, ano nangyari? Yan. Okay, again, thank you everyone for joining our 10th episode of SI Alabang's Usapang A.T.E. Thank you for our remarkable facilitator, Jade Frances Albero. Thank you so much to our remarkable and very remarkable talaga, Ludette, our host, Ludette Mendoza. All of you remarkable women, thank you for joining this this workshop. I hope you also share this to your friends and also to your to your work, to your friends. You can share it. Press, yeah, alam mo na. You can contact Miss Jade or us, Ludette, if you want to also to give this to your members sa Ortigas. Naku, nahiya kami sa ninyo, sa 1 million na binigay niyo sa mga scholars, di ba? But we are very inspired with what you do.
1 million.
So again, yeah, nahiya kami sa aming Anyway, but we are very inspired.
No. That's all we begin small. Diba? Kaya niyo yan.
So thank you again. Thank you again, everyone, and good night.
Good night.
God bless.
Happy
Great
weekend,
job,
everyone.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for inviting.
Bye. See
Thank
you.
you.
FTC, my
Thank
own
you.
Stop recording mo na lang, Deb.
Bye-bye.
Don't
Thank
forget to
you,
stop
Miss
recording.
Ludette. Thank you.